Essay on COVID-19 Introduction. Coronavirus disease 2019 is an infectious or nosogenic or pestiferous or communicable disease caused by severe acute respiratory syndrome coronavirus 2. The disease has since spread worldwide, leading to an ongoing pandemic. It is also affecting on this present situation or moment. Identification. The first coronavirus cause was identified in Wuhan, China in December 2019. The 2019 novel coronavirus disease was named COVID-19 by the World Health Organization. How it spread? The virus that causes COVID-19 mainly when an infected person is in close contact with another person. Small droplets and aerosols containing the virus can spread from an infected person's nose and mouth as they breathe, cough, sneeze, sing, or speak. Other people are infected if the virus gets into their mouth, nose, or eyes. আপোনালোকে যদি প্ৰথমবাৰৰ কাৰণে ভিডিঅ'টো চাই আছে চেনেলটো ছাবস্ক্ৰাইব কৰি দিব আৰু ভিডিঅ'টো চাই যদি ভাল পাইছে লাইক কৰি দিব। আগন্তুক HSLC পৰীক্ষাৰ প্ৰতি গুৰুত্ব ৰাখি এছিৰ চিজটো দিয়া হৈছে। Symptoms of COVID-19 are variable but often include fever, cough, fatigue, breathing difficulties, and loss of smell and taste. Symptoms begin 1 to 14 days after exposure to the virus. Of those people who develop noticeable symptoms, most 80% develop mild to moderate symptoms up to mild pneumonia, while 14% develop severe symptoms or more than 50% lung involvement or imaging, and 5% suffer critical symptoms. Prevention or precaution. Vaccine, social distance or physical distancing, self-isolation, face masks and respiratory hygiene, hand washing and hygiene, surface cleaning, ventilation and air filtration, healthy diet and lifestyle, etc. are some preventions or precautions from COVID-19 virus. Conclusion: coronavirus is a deadly or an internecine or an malignant virus for human being, so we the entire people must care and prevent from the effect of it. We should maintain and follow all the necessities to save our lives. Next essay, the essay on World Environmental Day, WED. Introduction. World Environmental Day is observed every year on 5th June to raise global awareness to take positive environmental action to protect the nature and the planet Earth. It is run by the United Nations Environment Program, UNEP. World Environment Day, WED, is the United Nations most important day for encouraging worldwide awareness and action for the protecting of our environment. History of the Environmental Day. World Environmental Day, also called as WED, has been started celebrating as an annual event on every 5th of June since 1973. It was first time celebrated in 1973 with the particular theme Only One Earth. Since 1974, the celebration campaign of the World's Environmental Day is hosted in different cities of the world. Why World Environmental Day is celebrated? Some of the objectives of the World Environmental Day campaign are mentioned below. It is celebrated to make aware the common public about the environmental issues, encourage common people from different society and communities, let them know that community people are very essential to inhibit negative changes towards the environmental issues, encourage people to make their nearby surroundings safe and clean to enjoy safer, cleaner and more prosperous future. World Environmental Day activities. Variety of activities are planned to celebrate this great event in different the countries to encourage more people towards the celebration. Various news channels take part very actively in the celebration to cover the news and distribute messages about the celebration among common public through their news publication and to bring effective and positive changes towards the environment to solve all the environmental issues. Some of the national and international level activities include street rallies, tree plantation, garbage recycling, surrounding areas cleanup, and parades, and so many activities is in order to draw people attention towards the wide range of environmental issues as well as bring differences. ছাত্ৰ ছাত্ৰীসকল, তোমালোকে প্ৰথমবাৰৰ কাৰণে যদি এই ভিডিঅ'টো চাই আছা, প্লিজ চেনেলটো ছাবস্ক্ৰাইব কৰি দিবা আৰু ভিডিঅ'টো চাই যদি ভাল পাইছা তোমালোকে লাইক কৰি দিবা। গতিকে এইখিনি গুৰুত্বপূৰ্ণ এছে এই চিৰিজটোত। এতিয়া পৰৱৰ্তী এছে হ'ল এন এছে অন কাজিৰঙা নেশ্যনেল পাৰ্ক। Introduction. A national park is a park officially recognized by a by a nation's government. National parks are often made to protect the several animals among the various national parks. Kaziranga National Park is a great and famous sanctuary, especially for one-horned rhinoceros. History of Kaziranga National Park. In 1994, Kaziranga was a protected area. After falling to sea a single rhinoceros, Mary Carson requested her husband to protect for rhinos immediately. On 1st June 1905, the Kaziranga proposed reserve forest of 232 kilometers. In 1916, it was redesignated the Kaziranga Game Sanctuary. In 1950, Kaziranga Wildlife Sanctuary, and finally in 1985, it was declared a World Heritage Site by UNESCO. Geography of Kaziranga National Park. Kaziranga is located between two districts, latitude and longitude. Within two districts, the Koliabor subdivision and the Nogon districts and the Bukakhat subdivision of Golaghat district. Fauna and flora. There are many faunas like one-horned rhinoceros, wild Asian water buffalo, eastern swamp deer, elephants, gore, chambar, and lots of other many floras like different species, Alphania rubra, Lia indica, Ficus rumphil, and many others are available in Kaziranga. Visitors activities of Kaziranga. Observe the wildlife including birding. The main visitor activity is an around the park. Guided tours by elephant or jeep are available. Some tourist lodges are also available. Conclusion. Like this national park, a national park is a park in use for conservation purposes. Often it is a reserve of natural, semi-natural or developed land. So we should conserve the national parks and should support the authority. ছাত্ৰ ছাত্ৰীসকল, তোমালোকে ভালদৰে এছেকেইখন লিখি ল'বা আৰু পৰীক্ষাৰ কাৰণে ভালদৰে প্ৰিপেয়াৰেশ্যন কৰিবা। এতিয়া পৰৱৰ্তী এছেখনলৈ আহিছোঁ। পাঞ্চুৱেলিটি। Meaning of punctuality. The habit of doing a thing in proper time is called punctuality. A punctual man always does a work in time. He is never behind time. Useful in personal life. Punctuality is the supreme value in everyday life. We all know the value of time. Lost time can never be gained. Time is life. We shall have to do a great deal of work in our limited span of life. Punctuality is the only means by which we can turn out the greatest amount of work in a limited time. If we do not insist on doing our work in time, we can never hope to finish it well. To live a peaceful life, a man must be punctual. A punctual man can make his life glorious. He never complains of want of time. Importance of social life. Punctuality is needed in every walk of life. It is a blessing for students. A punctual student comes to school in just in time and carefully follows the work done in class. Thus he gains the benefits of class teaching. A boy who is not punctual comes late and consequently misses a lot of teaching and is rebuked by his teacher. The same problem is happened in other persons also. If we all together become a punctuality in nature, punctuality is the soul of business. It is essential to business and professional people. A businessman has to keep appointments at the right moments with men busy like himself, but his failure to do so wins for him a bad name, and this hampers his business. A professional man cannot shine in his profession if he is unpunctual. Conclusion: punctuality is the soul of modern life. A punctual man causes inconvenience both to himself and others. He is always in a hurry, and in the end, he loses both time and good name. He cannot successfully do his duty. He cannot win the faith of the man with whom he deals. So he fails to attain success in life. We should always be punctual. The habit of punctuality should be acquired in childhood and continued until death. ছাত্ৰ ছাত্ৰীসকল, তোমালোকে প্ৰথমবাৰৰ কাৰণে ভিডিঅ'টো চাই আছা যদি চেনেলটো ছাবস্ক্ৰাইব কৰি দিবা, আৰু ভিডিঅ'টো চাই যদি ভাল পাইছা লাইক কৰি দিবা। নৱম দশম শ্ৰেণীৰ ছাত্ৰ ছাত্ৰীসকলৰ লগতে HSLCৰ কাৰণে এইকেইখন এছে খুব গুৰুত্বপূৰ্ণ হ'ব। এতিয়া পৰৱৰ্তী এছেখন আহিছোঁ আৱাৰ স্কুল লাইব্ৰেৰী। Our school library is one of the assets of our school. It is the treasure houses of knowledge, past and present. It is so because the world's mighty brains are represented there through their works. Just a glance would show that the names of great writers of the world are found side by side in the shelves of our library. Our library is a quiet spot in our school. It is housed in one of the wings of our school building. Gilded volumes decorated the glass chests. There are different shelves for different languages. Thus, one finds books on English, Hindi, Assamese, Bengali, and so on. For each language, books are classified under different heads. Thus, there are books on drama, prose, poetry, etc. There is also a number of reference books. The walls of the library are decorated with portraits of great writers. ছাত্ৰ ছাত্ৰীসকল, তোমালোকে যদি প্ৰথমবাৰৰ বাবে ভিডিঅ'টো চাই আছা তেনেহ'লে চেনেলটো প্লিজ ছাবস্ক্ৰাইব কৰি দিবা, আৰু ভিডিঅ'টো চাই যদি ভাল পাইছা লাইক কৰি দিবা। The library is very well equipped for comfortable reading. Cushion seats are provided for students to use during the day. One can take any book from the shelf, sit there and read undisturbed by anybody. So one can find a number of boys and girls there in evenings reading book. Another attraction of our library is the reference room. A number of dailies and magazines are regularly received. The illustrated magazines are the attraction for us students. The library service is very efficient. There is an able librarian who is also well read. One can have a free access to shelves and pick up any books one like. There are two index cabinets, one according to subjects and another according to the authors. So one never find it difficult to choose the right book. The library is very well utilized both by the students and the members of the staff. The students are well trained in silent reading. The library is a very useful place for self-study. When assignments are given by the teachers, students make full use of the library to their advantages. Thus, our library is a place for intellectual work in our school. ছাত্ৰ ছাত্ৰীসকল, তোমালোকে এছেখন ভালদৰে লিখিবা আৰু ভালদৰে পইণ্ট ৱাইজত লিখি ইয়াক প্ৰিপেয়াৰেশ্যন কৰিবা, তেতিয়া নিশ্চয় ভাল নম্বৰ পাবলৈ সক্ষম হ'বা। ইয়াৰ পৰৱৰ্তী এছেখন লৈ আহিছোঁ ফিজিকেল এক্সাৰচাইজ ইন্ট্ৰডাকশ্যন। No one can be happy without good health. To be healthy, physical exercise is necessary. Physical exercise keeps the body fit and free from diseases. Kinds. There are several kinds of physical exercises. These are swimming, riding, playing games and sports, jogging, walking, running, trekking, boating, gardening, and so on. This should be done in open air for maximum benefits. Its use. It is said that a sound mind lives in a sound body. It improves both our body and mind. Physical exercise strengthens our immune system, So various diseases cannot attack us easily. In the long run, physical exercise can increase our longevity and happiness. ছাত্ৰ ছাত্ৰীসকল, তোমালোকে যদি প্ৰথমবাৰৰ কাৰণে ভিডিঅ'টো চাই আছা তেনেহ'লে চেনেলটো ছাবস্ক্ৰাইব কৰি দিবা আৰু লাইক কৰি দিবা। ইটছ ভেলু টু ষ্টুডেণ্ট। ষ্টুডেণ্টছ শুড বি ভেৰি কনচিয়াছ of their health. In their health is not sound, they cannot study hard. They will find it difficult to concentrate on studies. As a result, their performances will degrade. So they should be take proper care of health through physical exercise. They should take active part in games and sports at school and join NCC and NSS. Conclusion: we must keep in mind that over-exercise is a detrimental to health. It should be taken in proper manner. Some sorts of physical exercise are not fit for some people, so they should choose the right physical exercises according to their own need. ছাত্ৰ ছাত্ৰীসকল, তোমালোকে এছেবিলাক ভালদৰে পইণ্ট ৱাইজত লিখিবা, তেতিয়া ভাল নম্বৰ পাবলৈ সক্ষম হ'বা। এতিয়া পৰৱৰ্তী এছে আহিছোঁ পিকনিক পাৰ্টি এটেণ্ডেড বাই মি। ইন্ট্ৰডাকশ্যন: এ পিকনিক ইজ এন আউটলাইন or a pleasure trip generally made on a New Year Eve. Why picnics are necessary? Picnics are necessary because they break a monotony of our daily life. We get delightful experiences in new places amid natural surroundings. The place I went for picnic, along with 50 of my classmates, I went to Bhumuraguri near Kolia-Bhumura Bridge in Sunitpur district. We had a picnic on the sandbank of the mighty river Brahmaputra. ছাত্ৰ ছাত্ৰীসকল, তোমালোকে এই এছেবিলাক ভালদৰে পইণ্ট ৱাইজত লিখিবা। ডেছক্ৰিপশ্যন অফ দি পিকনিক: লাষ্ট ইয়াৰ ইন ডিচেম্বৰ, আফটাৰ দি প্ৰি-ফাইনেল টেষ্ট had been over, we the student of class 10 arranged a picnic party to Bhumuraguri under the guidance of Mr. XYZ sir. The trip was proposed to start on 31st December at 6 a.m. from the school premises. On the appointed day, all they gathered at the school and boarded the 2 minibus. The buses set out on time. The students started frolicking, dancing and singing. At around 8:30 a.m. we reached the destination. The surroundings were awesome, with the hills, the rivers, the sandbank and the bridge at a distance. Some of us get busy preparing meal and many went for an outing. At noon all were called to have meal. After having meal, we got on the bus for the return journey. Again we started having fun as before. The bus reached school at around 3:30 p.m. We bade adieu to each other and returned to our home. Conclusion: this trip was a memorable experience for me. I particularly liked the company of my friends whom I would miss after the HSLC examination is over. ছাত্ৰ ছাত্ৰীসকল, তোমালোকে প্ৰথমবাৰ চেনেলটো চাই যদি ছাবস্ক্ৰাইব কৰি দিবা আৰু ভিডিঅ'টোত লাইক কৰি দিবা।